Hello, my name is Zachariah with Old Man Gaming, and welcome to January's OMFD, Old Man Fan Direct. What is an Old Man Fan Direct? Well, this is where we tell you guys everything we have to offer. We also do our transparency report, which is we're just very clean with you guys about how the channel's doing, how we're doing, that sort of thing. We give you some special plugs on stuff we're going to be doing, special projects, and then we also answer like a question of yours and give you guys a little bit more taste into who we are as the foundation. So, segment number one, if you're not new to this, you know. If you are new to this, then you do know, is, our weekly schedule, everything we've got for you in a week. All right, so here we go. Monday, a.m., we are posting horrible reviews. That's where I get snap judgment reviews with a game. I do 5 to 10 hours with a game, and then I tell you whether you're going to like it right off the bat, give you some pros, give you some cons. We usually do about 3, then take a week off, then 4, then take a week off, stuff like that, just because it's hard to get the games constantly flowing through. But we've got some good ones this week. The Monday after this goes up, we're going to be doing Rock the Blade Point. Really excited about that one. And then probably we'll also have Pokemon Snap before we take another week off. So check those out. In the PM, we are doing OMG Wrestling, OMGW. We're working through it. We're almost done. We're over halfway now. We just did the mill, so we're proceeding to the Immortality of the Third and the big finale for Season 3. So excited to be done with this. It was kind of a really hard road on a lot of things. Obviously with the loss of Kevin, but also with just getting it done and some personal stuff that happened that we had to take a bunch of breaks. So it feels like we've been doing this season forever, but we're going to be done soon. It ends with episode 17. So then Tuesday, really only in the AM we have something, and that is on all the places you get podcasts. You check out Spotify, whatever. You're going to find the Horrible Gaming Podcast audio version. We always post the audio to all the podcast places. Then that night, you will also see, if you want to come back for some streaming action, around 9:30 p.m., I've been doing amateur hours, where I try to get as far as I can in Streets of Rage 4 and fail pathetically. It's a lot of fun. Interestingly enough, in February, obviously I'm jumping the gun a little bit on this, but in February when Sifu comes out, I'm going to be switching off to Sifu on the average regular basis. But when I play with Terry Shakespeare, I'll be playing that. I do want to say this first week after this comes out, we're going to be doing a Friday session, and we are playing with Terry Shakespeare, so please check that out. That's going to be a lot of fun. Then Wednesday morning is the Horrible Gaming Podcast on YouTube. All the fancy timestamps, all the graphics and everything. And that Horrible Gaming Podcast is where myself, my co-host Neil, a.k.a. Tiny Wizard, we break down all the news and we give you some editorials. And, I mean, I'm not going to try and dress this up as an informative show. It's really an old guy and another dude who is scared of that old guy, and the old guy's just ranting about the gaming industry. And then Thursday, we are continuing our journey through Halo Infinite Road. We're playing all the Halos, myself and Neil, a.k.a. Tiny Wizard. All the Halos up to 4, because 5 doesn't have viable co-op at the moment. And I am boycotting 6. Hashtag boycott Halo. So that being said, 4 will be our last season. We are in Halo Reach, so we've got to finish this season and then do another. So still a lot of Halo action to come. I urge you guys to check it out. It's not our most viewed show. It's actually got the lowest ratings, but me and Neil really have a lot of fun with it, and I have a lot of fun with it because I make jokes the whole time. So then Friday's kind of a rough one. I really want to get the Wildermyth thing going again. So I don't know, but I don't know that I'm going to say that it's a definite. But if I can, it will be on Fridays, and that's where I make community members in Wildermyth, and then I kind of take them through and I do a bunch of funny voices and stuff. The original is done on Twitch, and then I port it over to YouTube as a show. Then Saturday, well, it's usually us off, reserved for specials. Sometimes I do a best of Twitch if I've done a lot of Twitch streaming that week. I've not been doing a lot of Twitch streaming lately, so I don't know if that's going to continue. But we also save it for OMFDs and stuff like that. And then Sunday, Prelude to Divorce. Guys, we're getting so close. We're getting so close to the 100th episode. 100 episodes that I've forced my wife to play video games with me while she's been very angry and cranky about it. I mean, that's a personal accomplishment. But I do want to say that we play, for the next two, we play the Game of Life 2, which was her favorite board game as a kid, and I ended up getting it on sale on Steam, so it was super exciting, and we had a lot of fun with it. It's just a really good 2 episodes. But that takes us up to 94. On 100, and I don't think it's going to be in January, but I just want to start promoting it now because I would like people to watch it. On 100, we're going to do a stream. I have talked Melissa into agreeing to that. We'll probably play Game of Life 2 again with it, but we're gonna try and do a stream. I'm going to have to do some finagling with the camera and other stuff, but me and her will do a live stream on Sunday as our 100th episode. So keep that in mind. Put that in the back of your head, because it's coming, and I really like as many of you to watch it as humanly possible, because she doesn't think anybody's going to watch it. Not live, anyway. All right, that's the weekly schedule. The only other things I do want to talk about, because I missed in there, was every Wednesday at 11 a.m., I do the lunch stream for as long as I can right now. And that is Skyrim right now. We've finally switched off from State of Decay 2 to a different game. I needed a little bit of break, but you guys apparently did too, because that is pretty viewed stream so far. So I'm doing Skyrim, just playing through it with a dumb orc with 2 big axes, and yeah, just making my way for you guys. So please check that out. I would appreciate it. And also, I do not have a date yet, but at some point this month and every month we're doing the 330. That's where me and Philbilly play a new game each month, or we might go back. I mean, I'm not going to promise that, but for right now, it's a new game each month. And he streams on YouTube. I stream on Twitch, so you can actually get it from both of our point of views if you want. And then his version stays up on the channel indefinitely. So you could check that out. We're probably going to be doing Wildermyth for the next one. I'm very excited to actually get to play that with somebody else. And yeah. So after that, we'll see. We'll see. So that's the schedule. That's the streaming schedule. I did want to say real quick, unfortunately, something happened with Philbilly's phone yesterday, and we just could not get that video done for him for his question. So maybe next month in February he'll answer this month's question and whatever question we have for February. But we had some technical difficulties, and I can't wait any longer to put out the OMFD. So he will be, that's why he's absent from this one. Other than that, everything's cool. So we're just going to go right to the transparency report, and then we'll hear from Neil, a.k.a. Tiny Wizard, later. All right, a transparency report. I'm sorry I'm a little bit closer, but with the way the camera's positioned, to be able to read my screen, I have to be a little bit closer, so it's going to look like I'm looking at you guys while I'm doing the transparency report. It's going to be real weird. But what's the transparency report if you've never watched this before? Like I said, I take this channel as a group effort, as a community effort. So I like to be very transparent with everything. That's one of the big things about this channel that I want, is I think a lot of gaming companies are they obfuscate the facts a lot. So we're very transparent. We tell you everything we're doing, how we're doing it, and all the stats, good or bad. So this is where I go to the analytics page, and I just read you the stats, read you the interesting stats for the month, and then we do the top 10 most viewed videos for the last 28 days. So let's start it right off. First of all, we are up to 305 subscribers. Woot woot! And that's only 2 up from last month, but it's still a new high that we've never hit. We haven't been dropping lately. We've been holding strong at 305. And look, I know this channel isn't the runaway success that myself or any of the foundation would have liked it to be, but at the same time, I try and picture 305 people in a room. I couldn't fit 305 people in my house. That's an accomplishment that whatever I had and whatever we had was enough to get somebody to click that. So I'm very proud of that. So 305. Our average watch time was 130.2 hours of watched content, and then we had 900 views this month. Now both of those are a little bit down from last month, but hey, I don't care. That's still amazing. Like, think about that. 900 times in the last month, in the last 28 days, people decided to click our video, and they decided to watch those videos for 130 hours. So that's something. That's something to me. So let's get into the transparency, not the transparency, top 10. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit out of it today. All right. So number 10, we got a lot of different ones than a couple of old school ones getting in here. Number 10, A Horrible Gaming Podcast, episode 122, 3 for 2022. That got 20 views, and that's a good one. I urge you guys to check that out. So we did like a series with Philbilly on here, and the last one was basically the three of us, 3 foundation members. You know, we just talk about our most anticipated games coming out in 2022. It's a good episode of the podcast. Then the podcast is on here again at number 9 with 21 views, and this is A Horrible Gaming Podcast, episode 121, Us versus 2021. That's another one with Philbilly. This is where this is our prediction show, where we predict all the things. We make like 3 crazy predictions. 3 or 4, I think, predictions about what's coming in 2022, and then you know, at the end of 2022, we do this show and we see who won. So it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And then I'm so glad to see this on here. I worked so hard on this. Everybody worked so hard on this. The community came together to do it. They do it every year. That's the 3rd annual Horrible Game Awards. That was 24 views. At number 8, and really happy that that's on the top 10 because, like I said, we always work really hard on that, probably harder than we should for how much our opinion matters on the subject. Then number 7, this one, you guys are probably getting sick of hearing me disclaimer this one, but Horrible Review, Vigor, 27. Again, I reviewed this like 2 weeks after it had entered early access on Xbox. So I am sure the game has changed quite a bit, but somehow people just keep coming back to that review. I think it's because I'm the only person who's reviewed Vigor anywhere, I think. So yeah, weird. Number 6, Amateur Hour, Streets of Rage 4 Survival Mode. Got 33 views from January 5th. Thank you so much for that. You guys really started liking that in the Skyrim show, which is weird to me, especially since the Amateur Hours, so there's just me failing at Streets of Rage for an hour, but you guys really enjoyed it, and I'm glad, because we're in the top 5, and number 5, Amateur Hour Streets of Rage 4 Survival Mode from January 12th gets 35 views. Thank you guys so much. It's appreciated. Number 4, we've got Horrible Review Warframe Switch. That sucker's still bumping up, and I'm assuming that got the 37 views it did because of the new war expansion that just popped out. So people are looking around and trying to decide whether to enter it or not. So there you go. Number 3 is Horrible Review Deep Rock Galactic. Don't know where that came from or why that started to bump up again, but 38 views there, and that's a great game. Great game, dwarves mining, procedurally generated, just awesome game. Then Return to Skyrim Lunch Stream. Number 2. I don't ever have streams up that high, but 54 views. You guys really enjoyed watching me play Skyrim on January 6th. so yeah, gonna keep doing it for a while, see how it goes. And then number 1, I hate to see this in the number 1 because it's a negative review, but Horrible Review The Outer Wilds. 82 views. This thing just keeps going up, and I really think it's because I am a counter opinion on that game, whereas everybody in the world thinks that game is a masterpiece. I did not. I didn't find it that good. There was a lot of things that took away from the good story to me. So I think people like that I have a counterpoint to how good it is, but I hate to see something negative get that high. But so there you go. That's the top 10, everybody. So let's talk to Neil, aka Tiny Wizard, about his gaming resolution, and then we'll come back and I'll do mine, and we'll be done.
So, this month, for our question, we were asked, what are some of our gaming resolutions for 2022? Now, I could go on and say things like, I want to get my KD up in Halo Infinite, or, I just want to play more in general. And, I kind of like to be realistic with some of these things. Because, sure, I could play Halo Infinite all day, every day, and still possibly not get any better and still suck, or, KD not go up, or, just play more. It's easier said than done, especially when, you got work, you got school, you got everything else. So, my resolution is to get some time with this. This is the Legend of Zelda Game & Watch. And I would absolutely love to at least be able to get through the original Legend of Zelda. Currently, I am playing through Link's Awakening's remake for the Nintendo Switch. But something like this, I can spend a little bit of time with every single night. Right before I go to bed, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that. Just get a little bit further. So that's my resolution, is to just get through this one game. And it gives me a whole year to do it. And I know it's an older game and it's hard, but I think it's a sufficient enough challenge and something that I could reasonably do. So wish me luck, and I wish everyone out there luck with their resolutions this year.
Hi! Alright, I'm back. Gaming resolution, I gotta answer that. But first, well, let's do that. Let's do that first. My gaming resolution in 2022. So, it's kind of a cop-out, because it's not a big, interesting one, and I thought about it for a really long time, and while I think a lot of you are going to go, really, it's actually something that's important to me that I've been screwing up for a while. So, Xbox, their wonderful feature with subscription and all the games in it, it's called Game Pass. For some reason, just about every time I say Games Pass, like it's the Games Pass, the fun or something. It drives me nuts when I listen back to the podcast, and I do listen to podcasts every week, not just because I'm a narcissist, but because I like to hear it and find out what I could be doing better. And each week I listen to it and I go, gotta stop calling it Games Pass, gotta call it Game Pass, and then lo and behold, next week it's Games Pass like 7 times. So my New Year's resolution in gaming, while it's small and stupid, is to stop calling Game Pass anything other than Game Pass. Game Pass. No S on the game. And then I'll do that. So I know it's a little bit of a cop-out, but everything else that I wanted to say, I knew I couldn't hold, and I kind of wanted to try and hold my resolution. So, I mean, I probably can't hold this one either, but yeah, you can try and call it Game Pass from now on. All right, so special plugs. There's not a whole lot of special plugs right now. We don't, like I said, check out the 330 when we post it. I'm very excited about that. And we're going to keep plugging away at stuff. We're working on some other stuff in the background. I would like to say, while it's already gone up, please go check out my brother, his newest song just dropped after a long time. He hasn't been doing a lot of composition stuff because he's been doing a lot of live stuff, but it's out. It's called The Outlaws. I put a lot of work into using it for Red Dead Online as part of a hashtag Save Red Dead Online. So that's really exciting. So please go check that out. Get that some views. Not that that's gonna help Save Red Dead. It'll only help me, but still. And then yeah, there's nothing else. Right now, Stella's show's on a break because she's back in school. So probably in summer we might bring that back. And then who knows? You guys tell us what you want to see more of us. You want to see more streaming? You want to see more Let's Plays? I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to. We're gonna keep plugging away here, and keep providing for you. So yeah. And as usual, this video is always a thank you to you guys. You guys make this possible. Even the way it is right now, it's still kind of like touching a dream for myself, Philbilly, and Neil. And without you guys, we couldn't do that. So thank you to you guys. And yeah, so we'll see you with another OMFD in February. And then other than that, just check out everything this channel has to offer. And we'll see you later.